This is the autobiography of Nikola Tesla, My Inventions. It is titled as My Inventions. So it contains 6 chapters. Chapter 1 is my early life, chapter 2 is my first efforts at invention, and chapter 3 is my later endeavors, the discovery of rotating magnetic field. Chapter 4 is the discovery of the Tesla coil and transformer, and chapter 5 is the magnifying transmitter, and chapter 6 is the art of teleautomatics. So, in this book, I'm going to narrate only the first chapter because I have just completed the first chapter, and what I believe, so I have to explain chapter wise. So, and I upload the videos chapter wise. It will be more easy to understand about this book as a audio book. It is not a audio book, I can say, but it will be useful for you to understand about this book. But only thing, you have to purchase this book and you have to read this book. And purchasing of this book is a good investment. Nikola Tesla is a underrated scientist. Without him, we cannot imagine this sophisticated life because he has invented the alternating current, alternating motor, and everything. So that is why now we are enjoying a sophisticated life now because of this alternating current. He had many inventions. He had many inventions, but there is more recognition for him. So to know about detail about him, you can get many details from him about his inventions and his early lives. In just you Google it and you can be able to get many things from him. But what this autobiography explains is his own experience with his own words. So that is why I'm going to narrate it. I'm not going to tell about his achievements or inventions, anything. What I have read from this book by chapter wise, I'm going to explain you briefly in a crispy form. Right. So Nikola Tesla, in this first chapter of my early life, he explains that his father was a son of a military officer who served in the Napoleon army. He never explained about his career of his father, and even he never mentioned about the name of his father too. Even his mother, name of the mother also he never mentioned in this chapter. But he said that his father is very strict, and at the same time he is very sarcastic and he is very poetic. He is a good writer. He has his own library, a vast library. Also, his own library his father possesses. So Nikola Tesla sometimes will used to read books from this library, but unfortunately, there is no what is unknown reason. Because of unknown reason, his father never allowed him to access the books in his library. There is no reason for that. But without the knowledge of his father, he accessed the library and he has studied some books also. He mentioned it. Nikola Tesla praised his mother. He said that his mother is the true inspiration for his inventions because his mother invented a small household goods needed for his home or their home. So that goods are very custom made. Okay, that products are very custom made, used in kitchens and other household activities. She invented with some available goods, and he invented some custom made goods that inspired him for doing invention in the future. Moreover, his maternal grandfathers also involved in inventions of some agriculture related products that too inspired him for his future inventions and activities. Moreover, Nikola Tesla suffered from some illusion based mind disease. He explained that he can able to see some figures and people and some other sceneries very realistically before him, but they are not true and they are all completely illusion. He understand about it, but he suffered from this psychological disease. Even the psychiatrist on the time never able to recognize it and able to explain about it, and there is no cure for him in his early ages. Even his brother also suffered from this type of psychological based sufferings. But he said that this is the blessings, indirect blessings, because from this he gained some abilities, he gained some skills. How he gained the skills? Because he can able to imagine the products in his mind. What he said is because of this suffering, he concentrated himself, and this make him the ability to visualize the products in his mind. So he will simulate different kind of products in his mind, different kind of designs. Now, presently, as a product designer, what we can do is to make many models, 3D models in the computer, and we will visualize in the graphical form in the computer. The same thing he simulated in his mind, and finally he arrived with the final design. The final design only he represented in the drawing paper, and he allowed to manufacture. And as expected, the product will work accordingly what he has designed in his mind. That type of ability he possessed because of these sufferings. That is why he called this as a boon for him. It's not a disease. In his early ages, he was addicted to some gambling and smoking. So he spent a lot of money in gambling in his early ages and the smoking also. His health was ruined by the smoking. So he was trying to control this thing. So he tried to attain the self control. So he attempted many things, many practices to achieve the self control. And one of the thing is he has read one novel from his father's library. So I have already told he accessed his father's library without his knowledge, right? Uh, he he, he took this, he identified the book named Abafi. Abafi means the son of Abba. So, from his father library, that novel changed his attitude. The novel taught him how to make himself the self control. So, from this help of this novel and inspiration of this novel, he taught himself to make a self controlled person. So these are the things of his early life. In this chapter, he explained. Next chapter, I will continue later.